Yo, what is up, bros? We have returned to continue our ranking process of the best 6-star armor ability generals. We will be ranking from 15 to 11th place this time. Again, guys, because some of you were losing your shit in the comments because Patton was out in front. I repeat, as I did last time, this is not the final order. This order is solely based on the sum of the 3 attacks from the first battle, because all the generals had a first battle. 8 or 9 of them didn't have a second battle, so I had to just order them based on the damage from the first battle. These are not in order. Well, except for these last 5 that we did in the last video. These bros right here are going to be what we are ranking in this video. Again, this is based on, the tournament was based just on damage. These rankings are based on the perks and the movement and the survivability of the general and perks that buff other generals. It's not just damage, although again, damage does rank pretty high. Real quick, bros, I almost forgot. Before we get this started, I gotta give a shout Boma to the member bros with a special thank you to those Field Marshals Trekkie 3452 and DN, along with all you other colonels and privates. As always, thank you for supporting the channel. With that, let's get these ratings underway. The 15th ranked general is Montgomery. Even with the title Fox Hunter and the 12 extra damage, 2 extra mobility, he is absolute crap. Elastic defense, worthless. Crossfire, would never put it on a general. Plane fighting, I'm okay with. It's an okay perk. I'm not going to be too pissed off about it being forced upon you on a general. Round him out with armored assault and a panzer leader. Obviously, to you bros that have like a bunch of better tank generals, you would use him as a support general and throw some rumor or something else on him. He just, for having 6 perks, he is 500 damage behind at least whoever we pick as the next general at rank of 14. Before, in 20 through 16, there was like maybe 150 to 200 damage separating them. Here it's 500. He's just not good, and I can't believe he sucks so bad. Even with a title, I've always hated the Montgomery general. Despised it. The 14th ranked general is going to be Modell. And you might say, hey, Modell had 900 more damage than Monty in his first attack. Was ahead of Rockosovski by like 400. But, and this ain't even the reason I put him below at 14th, like people like Rockosovski or Wagan or Bastiko. But I did want to show you this. I like when these generals do have a second battle that we can compare, because his second battle put him below Rockosovski. But this is not even the reason why I picked him at 14th. I'm going to tell you the reason why I picked him at 14th. Again, crossfire, whatever. He does have Panzer Leader fixed, which is good. Round him out with armored assault. Inspiration. And then he has this positional warfare. When commanding armored units in range of your own or allies' territory, negative 35% damage received when being attacked by enemy generals. Additionally, you reflect 50% of the damage dealt from this attack. Good, solid defensive perk. The reason I'm ranking him at 14th is because he is just not worth what you have to spend to get him to God Modell. It's just not worth it. There's so many better generals you could upgrade to God tier other than Modell. I will say it again, he is just not worth the medals, the what is it, the batons, the daggers or the swords, whatever the hell those are. It's just it is a crappy return on your investment when you could buy somebody like Rockosovski, do just about the same amount of damage, maybe obviously don't have the survivability, but well worth it when you consider what you have to spend to make him God Modell. Alright bros, the 13th ranked general is going to be Bastiko. So the bro has armored assault, great. Panzer leader, great. Also can throw inspiration on him, perfect. Retaliation. When friendly troops within one grid around you are killed in battle, you will gain the vengeance status with attack plus 34 2 turns. Okay, that perk is not, I can't even picture a time in like a conquest, unless at the very first, that this would even be triggering. Because after the very first, when you're kind of getting your footing, you're not sending crapper units to take cities on challenge mode. It'd take them forever. You're sending generals out. The chances of you losing a general to attacking a city when you have Bastiko beside that general, it's just, it's more of a mission type perk, I guess, over a conquest, especially challenge or even hard. What's nice is now most of these have a second battle, and you can see a significant drop off in Bastiko's damage. I think Bastiko's first battle kind of overrated him, where I think somebody like Rockosovski's first battle underrated him. I think Rockosovski should probably have, I think he would average usually, I just think he had a really bad outing his first time. I think generally he would do like 150 to 200 damage more average. I think that's what you would find if you ran a bunch of battles with him. Bastiko way overrepresented the damage he could output. I don't think this is accurate. I don't think you could probably get back to 12,368 damage. The second battle he had where he did 11,498 is probably a much better representation and puts him right around Rockosovski or Modell's second battle. But I will say this, for a 4 perk tank general, he is number 1. I can't think of a 4 perk tank general that would even get close to Bastiko. The 12th rank general on our list is going to be Rockosovski. Again, I think he had a very bad outing on his first battle. I think it should be, I think his average would be higher if he had multiple battles. That's why I kind of wish I would have done at least 2 battles with each bro, even if I didn't count it, because they had already lost in the tournament. I wish I would have done 2. He has a completely worthless shelter expert, trying to be Lin B out here. Does have Panzer Leader, perfect. Tide of Iron, okay. Armored Assault, perfect. Inspiration, perfect. Even if you had Crossfire, anything pretty much would be better than Shelter. I used to have the bro as an attack general, just how he's built here. But I think now I have enough good generals that he would be a solid, an absolute solid support general. With a rumor and some other perk, he'd be perfect. But some of you bros, he could be one of your top attack generals because you don't have too many good generals. So either way, he's going to serve either purpose for a bro that's way far along or a bro that's kind of just getting started. That now brings us to our 11th ranked 6-star tank ability general, and that bro is Mr. Wagan. Bro has a Panzer Leader. Throw some Armored Assault on him. Perfect. Inspiration. Perfect. I mean, does have Crossfire. I mean, I would definitely take a Crossfire over Shelter. And then he has a Veteran General. Maximum HP of command units plus 25%. Cannot go into Chaos when the unit has above half HP. Very good defense survivability perk right there. And his damage is a little bit ahead of, you know, Rockosovski. Actually, I mean, a decent amount ahead. Let's not understate this. But what's crazy about Rockosovski and Wagan is they have the same 3 attack perks here. And Rockosovski even has Tide of Iron and somehow underperformed Wagan by a lot. Which shouldn't be the case. They should be really similar. That's why I'm just almost completely positive Rockosovski just way underperformed in that one battle. Give him another one, and he's scoring probably at least 200 higher. I would say at least base 200, maybe 250. So that's my take. That's why I listed Rockosovski higher, even though from the first battle he didn't do much damage. Again, though, it's not just based on damage, as you have seen in these rankings. Alright, bros, so how do we feel about that? These generals from Wagan down are ranked in order now. Wagan, Rockosovski, Bastiko, Modell. Again, just not worth it. Unless you're just happen to be a huge history buff and fan of some of Modell's... I don't know. You're just a fan of Modell. You'd buy him. Other than that, don't do it. Don't make him God General. Montgomery, List, Vatuden, Hermanhoth, Artem, Graziani. That is our list so far. And then we get into the good boys, the top boys. This will be the fun ranking. Bros, if you enjoyed this content, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, make your phone next upload up. Peace.